Welcome, everybody. We are the Latter-day Tryhards, where we faith around and find out. I am one of your hosts, Lenny, joined here by my good friends Roman and Cody. How y'all doing?
So good. So good.
Groovy.
Groovy? How old are you?
Oh, groovy. And so good. Well, he's
70.
30.
It's just that I have a good complexion.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy to be here. We're just right before recording, just talking about how things are going, and we're really excited for our episode today. We got some great things to share with you. So we should just jump right in, shall we?
Yeah.
And we're going to follow up on the challenge that we had last week, which was to listen to the hymn that we chose, which is This Little Light of Mine, every day from the recording of last Tuesday, whatever it was when we recorded, all the way to now. And we're going to see how it was for everybody. So what you got for us?
Did you want? I'll go
Cody,
first. I'll go first.
Since you're the resident musician here.
Yeah. So I thought this was honestly going to be a kind of a bust, only because This Little Light of Mine has like 20 words in it max, right? It's a very repetitive song. And I'm like, there's a whole lot to dig into here, but ended up so listening to it every day, which, by the way, that song slaps, like, and I got Lenny, you got me saying that in the last few years, but it gets stuck in your head so easily. And I listened to it with my kids in the morning, and the version on the church website has this little kid. Yeah, little light of mine. Like, it's adorable.
I know. I could. Some days I was like, "This is so great," and others I'm like, "Why did they do this?
Why did they do that?" Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
it is both.
Yeah, but it was.
I didn't actually choose. Okay, well, I actually chose to listen to the church website like maybe 3 times, and I got of it. So I went ahead and started finding my own versions.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that for some reason. I don't know why I didn't think about that. That's a good idea. But at any rate, my kids loved it because they love when kids sing songs. And I actually ended up really loving it. And I was scrolling through the song, I was reading about it, and then there at the bottom, there's that section for all the new hymns. It says about this hymn, and it's a gold mine. It's like a whole article in there of like what the song, like where it came from, how it started, how it was kind of formalized, and ways you can learn and use the song, and we could change the lyrics. So we started walking around the house, and I was changing the lyrics with my kids, like trying to like get my son to go to the bathroom without complaining, which may not be the best use of that song, but it helped. And it also helped get a song stuck in our head that didn't create contention. It's like so I actually had a really good experience doing that every day. It started off my day, especially my Sunday, very easy to get the song stuck in my head instead of, I'm a metalhead, instead of metal, which I love having metal in my head. Maybe not as much on Sundays. It's a little harder to focus down sometimes. But anyway, not a bust at all. Like I love doing that, and I love the experience doing that. And this is something I would have never done on my own. The fact that we chose to do it on the podcast, you guys are like, let's do this, and then you picked the song. I'm like, okay, not only are we doing this, something I would never do on my own, but you picked a song that I probably wouldn't have picked. And I couldn't have gone better. So I love doing it. That's my experience.
Yeah, and
that's awesome. It's such a
just like to touch on
thing.
Well, one of those things you said about how it had the about this hymn, found that too, and I thought it was super awesome. And like maybe you could pull it up maybe, but one thing that I was like, wait, is this on all of the hymns? And just for everybody's reference, it is. I couldn't find it on the old hymns, but every single new hymn has this, and so it's pretty cool that every single new hymn has that.
Yeah.
study guide for every song. Super cool.
The old
Yeah,
hymns have
but,
scriptures at the bottom you can go dig into.
yes,
But
Mhm.
yeah.
only like 2, and then this one has like a whole list, and so it was
Yeah.
great.
I'm
If
pulling
you're
it
looking to
up. I'm pulling
study
it up right
more.
now so I can.
Well, let me go into mine. You took a piece of mine, but yeah, we actually, as like before the episode, I was telling these guys, I was like, I think my wife doesn't like the song too much anymore because I played it so many times in so many different scenarios. I'm like, I was in our room, like in the car, in the morning, at night, during dinner. I was like, the kids, yes, the kids loved it. So my wife just got tired of the slightly tone deaf children screeches, but it was great. And
That's fair.
I one of the things that I did that I really loved about kind of studying the hymns generally. Yes, the song's fantastic. I'm so happy it's in the hymn book, the new one. But I kind of played this little game with like myself on with this hymn. I was like, okay, there's only 3 verses, and each only change by like 1 line. And what I was like, wonder what I'm gonna try guessing what scripture they're trying to refer to. You know, maybe they're not even referring to a scripture, but I was like, I wonder what scriptures they're gonna reference. And so I like wrote down the scriptures for everyone. So I was like, okay, little light of mine. I think that's the the bushel on the city on a hill. And then I was like, okay, and the second one is like everywhere I go. I'm like, maybe that's like your baptismal covenant. Where it's like every
Oh yeah.
being a witness of God and all things in all places. And then last one's like God gave it to me, and I'm like, oh, maybe that's the light of Christ, or
Dun, dun,
Jesus.
dun.
And so I got one of them right, at least the ones they reference.
Yeah.
but
Read
but
your
it
Bible.
was fun for me because
Sorry.
but it was fun for me to do that because then I could go see what other they had. I asked my family too. I was like, what do you think they're referencing? And they had some other things to say, which was pretty fun. He's like, my little son was like, oh, the one where Jesus gave it to me. He's like, oh, it's like Jesus gave us Jesus, and he's the gift and he's the light of the world. I was like,
Oh,
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's a good point.
Whoa.
So
sharp fella.
it's like fun.
That's cool.
And the last thing I'll say before I pass it on to Lenny is one of the things that I realized, because paired with like "Come Follow Me" for this week, which was or it was last week, was where Satan goes to Moses, and he's like, "Shimmy, ah," and Moses is like getting a little scared. He starts praying. I was like, guys, you got to pray and read your scriptures, but singing is actually both of those things in one.
Mm.
That's like a prayer and scriptures. And so I'm like, if you need extra power, you sing a song and Satan will just like explode. So
Dude.
like it'll be
Satan guts everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember actually doing
Satan
that as a
guts.
kid. Like someone told me that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like Satan char, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember someone told me that as a kid. It's like, if you're ever having like being tempted or having a hard time, feeling sad, sing a hymn, like especially primary ones.
Satan's the little
Works.
bird in Shrek, when she sings the song and the bird gets really big and pops like a balloon.
Exactly.
So I just noticed, by the way, on the site, if you go to PDF sheet music, it doesn't have the about this hymn on here. If you go to lyrics only, it's got it right here. And we click on that. Look at all this stuff. Talks to you about where it came from.
It goes all the way down to like family activities,
principles, questions,
topics.
Yeah. There's a ton. So anyway.
Okay.
Love it.
So kind of what we're finding out is that the church has done a really awesome job right now of creating more resources for us as people, families to interact with the gospel.
Yeah.
Right. So like we have new hymns. And one of the things I loved about the new hymns in general is the fact that they come from all over. So they're really incorporating some of these hymns from other faiths, because we're all like, those hymns are also hymns for everybody. So like This Little Light of Mine is a hymn that's sung, as we saw in the About Me, is that it's mostly sung in the South. It's like that's where it originated from slave songs, but then it made its way into, those Southern churches, and then it's made its way into the national or international Christian community. Like everybody knows this is This Little Light of Mine, right? So, but it's really cool that they're incorporating all of these things because we're, a global church. And also, I think it's a famous interview by Gladys Knight, who became a member. And she was like, I love all of everything about the church except its music, or something to that effect. Because it's just, she came from I believe she came from a more like a Southern R&B, that church, that gospel type of church experience, where that music is like real raucous, real heavy, heavy, soulful and deep. And then we're like,
very reverent,
like,
formal.
The Spirit of God is, that kind of feel.
Not when I sing it. Not when I sing it, buddy.
If we picked that song, like I would have been late to work every day because that song is like 35 minutes long. But anyway.
Oh, you mean all 13 of the verses?
Yeah, exactly.
But
double page.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I'm just really excited about that the church is doing, especially with the music, since being a music head, choir and music writing and all that, that they're doing is to try to make, not even trying to make, but just incorporating more music more into our life, like being able to do that.
Yeah.
And that's what I really learned from this experience, listening to it. And I got bored listening to the church version. And I did listen to it, like, I listened to it a lot during the time. But it does get really hard to listen to the little kid. After the first 2 or 3 times, it's like...
Kid hater.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Yeah. I'm a kid
all
hater.
the orphans in the whole world.
All the orphans in the world.
All the orphans. But so I went ahead and I actually tried to find a different version for every day so that I could let's have some
That's a good
variety.
idea. That's a good idea.
So
I discovered, yes,
sorry, am I jumping?
is this one is one of the first ones I discovered. But this is what I'm talking about with the church doing with the new hymns. They had a church, what is it called? The Church Music Festival, which is something I'd never heard of until I'm sure that it was publicized. I just didn't pay attention to it. But now it has, there was a whole festival with new arrangements of the new hymns. And so I found this one. You want to just play just a little bit of that clip, Cody?
Yeah, I'll play 5 seconds because copyright.
Yeah, that's great.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine.
I mean, yeah.
I'm supposed to play less, but this sounds so good.
I know. Anyways, the thing is that I would encourage everybody who's listening to go look at this video. It's amazing. The choir, the singer. Oh my gosh. It's if you want just a little bit of pep in your Sabbath after listening to this song, this is it. But
it's a good lesson
versions,
for all you white people, not me, but everyone else. Watch this one so you can learn how to sing the song. For crying out loud.
Yeah, apparently. Well, I'm going to tell you, there was some real soul being sung back there. You got to watch it, guys. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But just an example of our church being a worldwide church, and I think that's one of the things I love, being able to see this. Right. Yeah. I loved it. I love this experience so much so that I found all these versions, and then I recorded my own little version of it too. After reading through what it meant, the same. I went through the same experience that you guys did, and found all of those things about it. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to write my own little thing. So this is it. We don't have to. You can play the whole thing. Don't actually, but you can play just a little
this
bit
bad
of it.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no copyright here because Lenny did this.
Little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Dude. Nice, dude.
Oh,
That sounds
Yeah,
so
man,
nice.
thanks,
I'm
guys.
in the
Appreciate that.
presence.
Here, I'm going to do this so we can all show that we're clapping. All right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, Roman's not
So,
clapping. He's frozen.
well,
He
yeah,
doesn't care.
he doesn't. No, he doesn't care about it. So
Yeah.
he's like, oh, he gave a
I'm
thumbs up.
back.
Yeah, it's too late, man. It's too late. You should just leave. I'm just kidding.
Anyways, it was a real fun experience, and I think one of the things I was telling my wife is that I want to do this a little bit more, to incorporate the hymns and find versions of it, just for the exact reason that you were saying, that these hymns are prayers. The songs are prayers, and they give you power. I like that what you said, Roman, is that the songs give you power to resist temptation, to remember the Savior, and to always try to be the best version of yourself for Him. So
Yep.
it was awesome. It was a good experience. I'm glad that we had great experiences about it. So, but I am excited to talk about this next thing. And Roman, I believe it's time for you to take us away on a heavenly journey.
Yes,
What you
sir.
got?
All right. So we are going to do Elder Gary E. Stevenson's Blessed Are the Peacemakers. And, I think that it's been said many times already, but, nowadays and every generation, honestly, really use more peacemakers in this world. And it's a beautiful thing if we could all really internalize what that means to be peacemakers. And so, yeah, obviously he talks about what it means to be a peacemaker. He gives examples of how to be a peacemaker, and the coup de grace of all this is in this one. He actually gives us a very specific invitation, very clear cut invitations, literally a week long.
This one's a layup. Like we should have opened the podcast with this one.
Yeah,
but
seriously.
we went hard, then we went okay, hard.
Yeah, like let's start with Elder Bednar. Well, I guess we started with Elder Brown, but Elder Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, sorry, I'm waxing.
No, that's perfect. I mean, and so like, but before we do get to that, I mean, I feel like there's just so many great things. Cody, can you pull it up?
Oh yes, sir. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. So I mean, he kind of I think the first thing he really wants you to do is like put yourselves in the shoes, because he references this first part a couple times. Like he's like, think about this. Is kind of plays into what I was saying just a second ago. Doesn't really matter the generation. There's always some kind of turmoil going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And whether you were at the time of Jesus Christ, where you're being occupied by Romans, or whether you're here in the United States and you're seeing all this turmoil in the world around us, you can your shoes into what it means to be a peacemaker.
Yeah.
So I mean, Cody, I don't know if you had any, as you say, bangers. You want to
bangers in here?
Add in here?
Yeah, there's. I can, if you would let me go. I'm just
please.
Kidding. No, but there is one thing that I thought was so powerful, and actually has everything to do with the very beginning. I wanted to dive just a little bit into putting your shoes in somebody who was listening to Jesus during the time, because I think what's really interesting about that is Jesus is preaching he's the Sermon on the Mount, the Beatitudes, right? And the one that he's talking about is blessed are the peacemakers, and how revolutionary that was.
Yeah.
The law of Moses was being fulfilled,
right.
And that this was the new law, and to be a peacemaker among a time when people were like, the current, I guess, for lack of a better term, political climate was that the Jewish nation was not happy being occupied, and they were waiting for the Messiah to come and militarily release them from the bonds of Rome. Yeah. And so that's what I think everybody is expecting. And then he comes in to say, blessed are the peacemakers during this very volatile time. It's like it's a
Right.
direct,
It's like almost
yes,
like read the room. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Which he was,
yeah.
obviously, but some people in modern day might say that was tone deaf, but Jesus knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
Well, and that can be
Absolutely.
taken directly into our context in our lives right now. That there is a lot of political divide, and now the apostles. Now I'm not going to actually say that. I'm not saying that Elder Stevenson is Jesus Christ by any means, but he is He is a special witness of Christ, and he is representing his words right now, and he's doing the same thing as calling us all to be peacemakers during this time.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus, and I'll even be even more clear. Christ is calling us to be peacemakers at this time. The same time he was calling all of his disciples in when he was on the earth, and now his disciples on the earth now, he's calling us to be peacemakers. I actually think that's pretty profound.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of the overall vibe that I really got. The banger I got from the talk, I guess, is just that exactly what you're saying as far as peacemaking was radical. Now, it's not, like Western civilization has been built on Christ's sermons, like so much of it has, right? And we're very blessed to have his teachings have carried us thousands of years here in a fashion, even without the fullness of the gospel, that we really had. There's a lot of important and powerful values here that we're blessed with, and peacemaking was one of them. Like you said, I mean, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, right? And Jesus came and was like, nah, dude. We're not doing that.
Nah, dude. Nah.
He's
We want peace, not pieces of people.
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So that was radical. Now it's not radical to think that way. It's radical to behave that way. Just look at the online discourse that happens in the world right now. It's almost like a lot of people are living double lives. You might be a peacemaker in person, but you're stirring up contention online. Well, we need to. It might be radical. Yes, I'm talking to everyone out there. Your political opposites, whether you're left or right, conservative or liberal, or whether you're Christian or atheist or Buddhist or Muslim or whatever, like, we're supposed to be peacemakers, period. Flat, no exceptions, right? That doesn't mean don't defend your faith and just let everybody walk all over you, but it means don't go and cause and create, don't stir up contention in the world, you know?
You know, and I will say that it's a very, people have a very specific way of thinking about the way that they're going about their life, even when it comes to peacemaking. Because I know there's a lot of people who can feel that what their actions are doing they're not trying to cause disturbance, right? I don't think a lot of people want to cause disturbance for the fact of causing disturbance. I think that they're trying to do what they believe in. So I think in that essence, I think it's helpful to remember or try to remember that people are people, and that we're all not perfect, and that we all deserve a bit of grace. While we navigate these experiences of being peacemakers and learning to be peacemakers while still defending our beliefs, while still standing up for what we believe in, and so forth. So
I totally agree.
Yeah, go ahead, Roman. You got something, and then I got a shout out after you.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, no, there's like just a few things that I think are kind of fun, and I've done this for the last all of these, and maybe I'll keep doing it just because I find it pretty interesting. So, I mean, he says in this talk, peacemaker or peacemaking 39 times, and it's a 13-minute talk. It's like 3 per minute, I think he got his point across in here, that it says yes to peacemaking, to always be a peacemaker. And some of the like things that kind of came to my mind as reading this a few times is that like the premise of the podcast is like experimenting with the word, with faith, and realize like peacemaking is the same thing. Like you don't just become a peacemaker necessarily, you work to become a peacemaker. Like it's not just something it's something you have to work on, because but it's my first inclination as like the natural man, it's to fight. Like it's like someone says something rude or does something rude to me, it's to be like, what the crap, you know? Versus where it should be more like from a place of like take a step back, take a breath, you know? Because you know, if contention is of the devil, then that means peacemaking is of Christ. And so we really got to be careful on whose side we're really on, because if you are contending with people without with the intention to fight, then you are on the wrong side, period. So
you're seeing
the last
red.
thing I just yeah, exactly. And the last thing I wanted to show on how important this is to Jesus Christ and should be to us is if you just search the word divine role.
Okay.
Real quick.
Ooh, we're going on a scavenger hunt.
Yeah. So we fulfill our divine role as children of a loving Heavenly Father as we strive to become peacemakers. So that's like almost the last line. And then he's just, you know, bears his testimony. And so it's our divine role, right? So I just wanted to, because the main scripture, well, one of the main ones he references is, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. And so it's if it's our divine role as children, you know, then blessed are those who are peacemakers. They're called the children
and how
of God. So there's a real connection there.
Divine identity to everything we talk about ever, always, forever.
Exactly.
So if they're like, if the focus is you're the children of God, if you're being a peacemaker, if you're not being a peacemaker, then you're acting like you've inherited traits of that other guy, you know.
El Diablo.
El Diablo.
Oh man. Yeah, you just trumped everything I was gonna say.
Yeah. So let me do a shout out real quick before we jump into the invitations, since I know we're coming up on time. As we were doing this, I've been, you know, as our podcast is getting rolling, I listen to so many LDS podcasts out there and YouTubers and stuff, and a lot of you guys are doing awesome stuff, very inspiring. And I stumbled into a bunch of peacemaker stuff in the last week. It's like the AI of social media is watching every moment of my life, you know? And no, so I found a few different things that came up, and one of them was the Holy Rebellion. So any of you out here listening to our podcast, go look those guys up. They're doing this. Like they're defending the church boldly while being peacemakers. And if you want to learn how to do that, you know, go watch those guys. There's a bunch of other people doing the same thing, boldly defending the church and the gospel, without trying to be like, "Hey, you suck." And I think that,
or you're wrong.
You're wrong.
I don't know about that.
Well,
yeah.
But...
I mean, they are saying you're, but anyways,
yeah, you know,
in a PC way,
yeah. So, fellas, here it is. Right.
That's it. I mean, we don't have any work to do here. We just just read and do.
Yeah. Let me.
Okay.
I really think
it.
so.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, but I do have a question.
Whoever the fastest reader is.
Okay.
I'll wait to ask my question. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll read it. I'm super good at reading. Okay. A 1-week peacemaker plan. This is from Elder Stevenson, right? Directly his invitation. You can't get more clear than this, guys. In summary, I offer an invitation. Peacemaking demands action. What might that be for each of us starting tomorrow? What would you consider? Would you consider a 1-week 3-step peacemaker plan? He says, please subscribe to Latter-day Tryhards.
Where's that?
It's
Footnote.
in,
Oh,
I think
footnote.
it's the footnote.
You got to infer it. Anyway, so number 1, a contention-free home zone. When contention starts, pause and reboot with kind words and deeds. Okay. Part 1 over the next week, right there. Part 2, digital bridge building. Before posting, replying, or commenting online, ask, will this build a bridge? If not, stop. Do not send. Instead, share goodness. Publish peace in the place of hate. He just called online discussion forums places of hate, kind of, right? He's not saying that. He's not saying it's a place of hate. He's saying be nice instead of be mean. But I do think it's important to note that it is easier to have contention online, and so that's why he's calling this out specifically. And then number 3, repair and reunite. Each family member could seek out a strained relationship in order to apologize, minister, repair, and reunite. There you go.
So here's my question. After we read this, are we doing all 3 of these or just choosing one?
I think we have to do all 3. That's just me.
Oh, okay.
I'm directly came from an apostle who told everyone to subscribe. So we have to do all 3.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. I was thinking, I guess I didn't have any real thoughts about it. So I think it's great to do all 3.
Yeah.
Just because you're perfect, Lenny, doesn't mean we are. Okay.
Lenny's like,
well, I am
not really much to work on.
I am a perfect peacemaker. Yeah, I'm a perfect peacemaker. I don't call anybody dumb or idiots at all, ever.
Yeah, dude. You're right.
Especially not Cody.
Moron. Yeah.
Isn't that a funny word, moron? But we could talk about that later.
Yeah. Yeah, we could. So.
Yeah, I'm excited to do it because there's been a lot of yelling around here with the kids and in the house. And,
Yeah, I'm excited too because that one's the big one for us as well. Digital bridge building, I've never engaged online in my life really until we started this podcast. So we'll just keep that in mind because I love you guys.
We'll keep that in mind. Yeah, it's good. Hey, calling us out too. Even though I don't feel like we've been any we haven't responded any.
No, we're not
harshly.
I'm just saying,
but we could be better at responding.
With
hey, any of you out there
goofness
that are commenting on the podcast, even if you don't like what we're doing, we love you guys. Thanks for doing that.
We definitely
keep commenting because you're spreading the word. You're getting it out there.
And also, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
Then the third one, repair and reunite. Like, honestly, I got to think about that one. I'm like, I don't know that I've got beef with anybody, but maybe I do, and I'm just blind right now. So that one's going to take some introspection, right?
It didn't say necessarily that it was always with beef. It was maybe somebody who's maybe it's a person that you haven't talked to in a bit. That's where my mind went.
Is that reunite? Yeah.
Reunite. Yeah. Man, this all sounds awesome. It's gonna be a great week. Actually doing a direct invitation by an apostle. So Latter-day tryhards, let's do this. And that includes everyone listening. Join with us as we do this 1-week Peacemaker plan, and we will see how it goes for us and for you. We want to hear your comments and everything, see how it goes for you. So with that, we appreciate you being here, listening and commenting and joining with us as we build a community of tryhards as we try to live the gospel 1 week at a time. So until the next time, Godspeed, everyone.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Jesus gave it to me. Jesus gave it to me. I'm gonna let it shine.